any advice for building a list around the Dread Pageant? Is there a way to build it all competitively using all 4 models? Okay, Dread Pageant. The answer is yes, actually. It's... Slaanesh is wonderful. Okay, Slaanesh is fantastic. And the leader, what's the leader's name? I can't remember the leader's name. Both the leader and Slaanesh are both, they both overhit their weight. What you can do is you run a Slaanesh good stuff list, which is basically, if you want to run all the Dread Pageant, you run all the Dread Pageant, then you probably, I don't want to say bring Vexmore, but you want to bring the best competitive Slaanesh list. You ally Vexmore in from Demons of Slaanesh, and then what you do is you bring Blissbrew Homunculi. As many Blissbrews as you can stuff in there. Why do you do that? Because they are the cheapest chaff unit that Slaanesh mortals have. And then on top of that, I think, is it Hadzu? Hadzu's the archer. Hadzu has synergy with Blissbrew Homunculi, because if I remember anyway, he's got the same ability that the Blissbrew archers have that can be used to buff his shooting attacks. So that's it, basically. You bring the Dread Pageant, you bring Vexmore. If you don't have Vexmore, don't worry so much about it. You can bring something like a Slaanesh Fiend Blood, what's it called? The leader from the Slangors. That thing, you can bring that, and then Blissbrews. There's a lot of different ways to go about it, but that's basically what you do, right? Like, any way you cut it, it's going to be lots of Blissbrews, is going to be the answer, to fill out your numbers. There we go. In fact, should we do it now? Should we take a look? Ah, it totally does work. Okay, so, perfect. Dread Pageant, right? The Dread Pageant. Okay, so here it is. What was I looking at? Oh, this is my Zinch list. Let's get rid of that. So Vasilak, Slaanesh, Hadzu, Glissette. So those 4, and then you go to, we're here in Slaanesh. So what you could do, that's 620 points, yeah? Hadzu's fine. If you're going to cut someone, I would cut Hadzu because he's 115 points. The ability I was talking about was, is it Volley of Tearing Blades? No, the ability I'm talking about is... It is Volley of Tearing Blades, yeah. So Hadzu gets to use this on a triple, +2 attacks on the next missile attack action, +1 strength when he's within 3 inches of Head Knights of Slaanesh Cyberites Priest. And the only priests in the game in that are Blissbrew Homunculus. You can bring Blissbrews, and then on a triple, he goes to 5-4-1-4, which is pretty good at 15 inches, right? Pretty good at 15 inches. Then, we need guys, right? Because that's 620 points. Now, your options are, we could take Vexmore. Vexmore, here we go. We add Vexmore. We want to give Vexmore the +1 attack blessing. So he's actually 175 points and not 150. So that brings us up to 795 in total. And then, so we need, so that's 800. So we've got around about 200 points to spend. For that 200 points, we go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. 990. That's too many guys. 1, 2, 3. Pop. So you're running, I don't know if this comes up properly. So you're running a 8-man warband, Vasilak the Gifted, Vexmore with the +1 attack blessing. You're running Slaanesh because Slaanesh is awesome. Look at that profile; it's amazing, and he has the right rune marks to get the bonus moves off. He has not unrivaled velocity. He's got this one, Slaves to Impulse. So on a double, he gets to make a bonus move action against a fighter within 6 inches. They just have to end closer. But his movement is 6, so he can always get into combat with that 4-4-3-6 profile. That's great. Hadzu, Glissette, 3 Blissbrews. You're sitting on 8. If you're going to change this, I drop Hadzu, get something else for Hadzu. But that's a pretty good core warband based around this. If you didn't want to take Vexmore, he's 175 points. You could go... I would say Slangor Slakehorn, but you might be too many. No, you're basically 10 points over if you run a Slakehorn instead. So you need something a little bit less. Lord of Pain is not good enough. Lord of Pain is good enough, but he's not cheap enough. I would take something like... you could take a Lord of Hubris. Bless up the Lord of Hubris. That would work very well. I like Hubris. He's real cool. Give him toughness. So he becomes toughness 5, and then he gets to use his pretty funky double you first, I insist. So he'll get a guy to attack him, and then once that guy's finished attacking him, he'll do a bunch of damage. That's basically where we are. So that's it. That's what you need to do for using the Dread Pageant as a warband in themselves.